What is up, everybody? Good morning and welcome back to Marvel Rivals and welcome back to the channel. Just a quick second, big ups to all the new subscribers, big ups to all the likes, the comments. I love seeing what you guys have to say. I'm glad these videos are helping you guys out. This is going to be another super quick guide. This one quicker than most because this character there's not a whole lot to go over, but very good character to, especially if you're playing defense. Good kind of Torbjorn sort of style character, lots of turrets, lots of good defense. So let's get right into it. So there's kind of one big thing that you want to play around with this character. So we're going to start with his E ability first, actually. It's these little octopus homies. You throw them out and they stick to walls, that sort of thing. They can stick to walls, they can stick to floors. I believe they can even stick to ceilings, that sort of thing. So you can put these pretty much anywhere and they will just attack enemies. I'm not sure if there's a specific targeting system in place, what they prefer to attack, anything like that, but you can throw them all over the place. Just make sure they're in line of sight of enemies because they won't be able to attack if they are not. As you can see, he's only in range of the Luna over there, so they'll attack over that way. So that's really the main thing that you want to play around, making sure you put these E squids in range of enemies, in line of sight of enemies, and then we'll go from there. So if we put down a squid, he seems like he'll attack the closest target. If I want him to attack that far target, all I have to do is auto him. If I just throw a trident at him, my minion will start attacking that new target, and then fade. So he's attacking the single target. That actually was a terrible example because he just died, but I want him to attack that target, and then he switches targets. The same thing goes with your right click. So this is your left click, this is your right click. It's just a charge up, does a little bit extra damage. But if my minion is going over here and he's attacking this target, I want him to switch targets, I could right click as well. So your right click and your left click both switch your minion's target to your current target. So very important to know. It's a good way to funnel damage, especially if you have like two turrets out and you really want to just burst that one target. You can get through people very, very quickly. They do a ridiculous amount of damage, especially when they're enraged. So quick note about his right click is that if you do have any active minions, so when you have just your left click, you can switch targets. You can see he fires at the same speed, but when I right click, he will actually get enraged. He'll have like a little enrage and he'll attack much, much faster. So we'll do that again. We'll just do this, throw this down. He's attacking at that normal speed. Right click. These don't have enough health to actually showcase it properly, but he gets angry, shoots a lot faster. So very important to just funnel your damage into targets, especially when you have two out. You can enrage both of them if there's two of them out there. So they both get angry and start doing a ton of damage. The last thing that I guess we'll go over, since this character is very, very simple, not a whole lot to cover, but still wanted to make sure that people know about the targeting, is his left shift. It makes you invulnerable. You can't die in this. You just use it, can't die. You're not gonna die. If you manage to die, that's just a shame. I'm so sorry. So yeah, you're invulnerable. You pop this. It lasts for a few seconds, couple seconds, and you can move directionally when you're doing this. So you can move down, you can float up a little bit, you can float sideways. I wouldn't probably use it as a repositioning tool or anything like that, but it's still good if you get in a little bit of a sticky situation. You need to get up here, and then you can get on height. You can cancel it early as well if you want. Something that's important to note is that his abilities do have headshot multipliers. Well, his left click does. His right click does not have a headshot multiplier, so you don't need to go for headshots with his right click, but you should go for headshots with his left click. The last thing that we're going to go over is just his ultimate. There are two rings that show up, so it'll do bonus damage in the center ring and then a little bit less damage on the outer ring, but it will still hit pretty hard. So we'll do this, boom, one shot's a squishy, almost one shot's the person on the outside ring. So especially if people are low, they're getting poked out by your minions, that's definitely going to be enough to finish off a couple characters. It's unclear, I wasn't able to find anything online that really broke this down a little bit, so feel free to leave a comment if you know. But when the animation is like starting, I believe people inside that either of the circles are unable to use movement abilities. So you won't be able to, like, if you see it coming in, you won't be able to dash out. You won't be able to use like a blink or anything like that to get out of it. So I believe it should shut down those movement abilities for the time, or it might be after it hits you. Play around with it. Let me know if you find that out. Wasn't able to find it anywhere else, but very simple ult. You pull up this little cursor, you can send it pretty far actually too, so you can send it all the way over there. That's about the range on it. Yeah, so go ahead and use this. Big damage, good vibes. That's Namor. He's very, very easy. Just make sure you're playing around with your minions, making sure you have 2 out, enraging them, so they can start doing maximum damage, attacking at maximum speed. And if you have a primary target that you really want to get down, make sure you focus their attentions that way. So everyone have a good rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.